Hello ladies and gentlemen, how are you all doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I'm going to show you a video I took about 2 weeks back when my buddy Sean brought his Saab 99 Turbo. Now that car, I've always seen him drive around town and stuff like that, but that was the first time I got to take a closer look. I was always very intrigued by that car, and I knew it was something special. So this is going to be like an overview, in-depth tour, walk-around type video. I hope you enjoy it. I apologize for some of the novice comments I put into the video, but here we go.
Oh, that's the wrong way.
So what year is this?
This is 78.
78.
Is it on video mode?
Yes, it is. I love the front end of it. Just
no, that's 99 stock. Oh, it comes stock.
And is that?
It came like that originally.
Is this a US spec bumper? Is that
yes.
like okay?
Well, I mean.
Because they were mandatory, weren't they? To have it like big bumpers jutting out.
Saab built all of their cars like that.
Oh, okay.
Isn't Saab?
Saab had they had a very strong stickler. They were very strong sticklers.
Can I open the door?
Yeah, it's unlocked.
Okay.
It sounds like a good thing. It's very expensive. Oh, and they just. Well, in the 80s.
This is. I love this car so much. It's really rare, actually. After seeing this car, I tried to look online to see if anybody was selling theirs because I'm so intrigued by this car. This old little Swedish car. This velour seats and like brown carpets. Oh, look at these. Just different way of doing things. I think these are all aftermarket turbo gauges. Are these gauges aftermarket? You're not sure?
They're definitely not original to the car, but
Oh,
I
okay.
think they're Saab gauges.
Oh, okay.
I think they're OEM.
That's nice.
But they definitely didn't originally come with this car.
Okay.
What happened was Saab.
I also love the design of this steering. It's so quirky, but yet I love it. And these are not original to the car, but they give a nice touch. It's nice and cozy in here. I mean, the red headliner. It's also a stick shift. It's 4-speed, 4 on the floor. And of course, the signature Saab thing where the keyhole is down there. And look though, it has decent leg room. Here are the door panels. And I think these are, yeah, it seems like a vinyl. Maybe it's leather, I could be wrong. It looks really nice. And I love the rear end with the louvers. That's an awesome touch. Saab logo.
If I bought a vehicle, I'd probably own it for 5 or almost 10 years. But
I love those little mud flaps down there. It's almost like a little rally car.
Saab, Volvo, Mercedes, Jeep, Jaguar.
Well, in that.
There are a lot of companies.
Cool little wheel design.
Much more quickly going to. They consumed too much gas. They were not anything special. Anything you wanted out of an American car, you could have gotten out of a German or a Japanese car much better.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. That's actually where Detroit went downhill, babe.
This hood opening, it opens forward, right?
That's right.
Oh man.
Watch this.
Oh my god.
That's sick, isn't it?
It's a safety feature. If the hood ever pops open while you're driving, it's not going to flip up on you.
Turbo?
Yes.
It's
This car didn't originally come that way. This is a 99 EMS. EMS meaning electronic fuel injection manual.
Oh, it's manual?
Yeah, it's a
yeah, 4-speed.
5.
5? Wait.
It has 5? A 900 transmission.
Oh right.
This car has had quite a few things done to it. It's had a turbocharger put in it.
This is a manual.
Yep, I remember you told me. So this has had a turbocharger put in it. Mm-hmm. This has had a 900 transmission put in it. It has a stereo system. 99s didn't originally come with stereos.
My god.
The rear hatch is from a 900, not a 99, and you can tell because of the center brake light here.
Oh wait, they fit? They interchangeable?
Yeah, they were the exact same size. The
That's
900
awesome.
The 900 was longer only in the front. Everything behind the B pillar on the 99 and the 900 was exactly the same. At least when they first came out in the early 80s. Trying to think. Oh, the exhaust system is from a Subaru.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it a WRX?
What?
It was a WRX exhaust
I have no
or something?
idea. Maybe you can tell, but
Yeah.
the original exhaust system on this car was so shot that the guy who rebuilt this just took it off a Subaru and made it fit.
Oh.
And it seems to do well.
How does this? Is this like blinds? Like, can you?
No, sit in the driver's seat. You can see perfectly through it.
How?
Well, you'll see once you sit and look into the rearview mirror.
So you heard it. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's a gatorback. Gatorbacks were common in the 70s.
It looks sick.
Mustangs had them.
Wait, let me sit in it.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry. I don't want to slam the door, but
That's
I can't.
okay. It actually requires a little bit of force to shut
Yeah.
properly.
So this is a turbo system off of another Saab, or is it fully custom? Or?
No, it's all built to Saab spec. This was I don't know if this is a 99 turbo engine put in a 99 EMS body, or if this is a 99 EMS that had the turbo attached to it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not certain on that, but this is definitely a 99's engine.
Hmm.
And the turbo, Saab turbocharged the 99 in 1978, and they were actually the first company to put a turbocharger on what you might call normal car. There were a few cars that came before the 99 that had turbos, but they were all specialized cars. They were like sports cars,
Yeah.
or were really freaking heavy and needed a turbocharger in order to get up to speed, like the old Mercedes diesels.
Oh. Wow.
It fits really well.
These seats are comfy.
Yeah.
They're soft.
One thing you'll notice about Saab, and I'm gonna roll the window down, but I'm gonna shut the door on you.
Okay.
And I'm going to shut the hood so that this becomes even more apparent. How would you describe the forward visibility in this car? Like if you were making a left turn, how comfortable would you feel trying to make that?
Oh wow. There's literally I don't realize this, but the pillar here is so narrow.
A pillar.
Yeah.
It's so far back. This car has the best forward and side visibility of any car I have driven ever.
This is amazing.
Oh yeah.
This is actually really
No, this
cool.
car is fantastic.
Obviously, it has a aftermarket system outfitted here with the radio. It's got XM and this little squeaky seats. I love this thing. Look at the miles. It's got a lot of miles.
No, it's alright. I wanted to see where the A pillar was, but yeah. So this car, out of any car I've ever driven, and I've driven quite a few cars, Fords, VWs, Mercs. I've driven a whole bunch of cars. This one absolutely has the best forward visibility of any car I've ever driven. Even better than the 900. The 900 is very similar to this, but this one's definitely better.
I like this. I think it's so special because I love the front end of this particular model.
Yeah.
It's somewhat aggressive, but it's really kind of pretty actually.
Well, notice the headlights. In that it's 4 round headlights across. They're all sealed beams.
That's a U.S. regulation, wasn't it?
Yeah. The United States, by law, mandated what your headlight was going to look like from the 40s to the 80s. And for a 40-year period of time, every single car came with a set of these style headlights. And it kind of limited what auto manufacturers were allowed to do for automotive styling. In Europe, they had no such limitations.
Yeah, they always had to fit these headlights. Like the Euro style wasn't ever
The Euro
imported.
style on the 99 is 2 rectangular lights, whereas here in the U.S. it's 4 sealed beams all across the front.
Did they say why they had to do that?
No, honestly, it's almost
Just
certainly just lobbying from the industry.
Yeah.
But the thing that I thought was really interesting was that in the United States, after the law was repealed in the early 80s, it became very popular to take your US spec headlights and swap them out for Euro spec.
It's still popular today.
But here's the thing, in Europe, a lot of Europeans liked the look of the American version of the car. So they would take the Euro spec headlights out and swap them in for an American spec headlights because they liked the look of the 4 headlights across the front.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool that They like the American look.
They can just trade then. Like, Americans can trade for euros.
You'd find a Saab driver in Germany or the UK and have him mail his headlights while you sent him yours.
Mm-hmm. So how did you find this car? Did you like go on Craigslist or something?
My dad, well, Saab drivers are essentially members of a cult.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much true of a lot of Jeep drivers, Mercedes drivers, Jaguar drivers, Volvo drivers. There are cults that surround certain brands of cars for a variety of reasons. Saab developed a cult because of Saab's very strong stickling for safety. Saab drivers felt that they were the safest drivers on the road, partly because of their driving habits, which were usually very good, and partly because their cars were just absolutely, to some degree, indestructible. Part of the fact that Saab has a cult that follows it is that there's a very strong following of Saabs on the internet, of cars of all ages, going all the way back to the 92 and right up to the last 9.5 manufactured. Mm-hmm. You can absolutely find somebody posting on an internet forum about their car.
Mm-hmm.
So
you found this in the forum?
We found this, I don't know which one, there's a bunch that are out there. We found this in one of them,
mm-hmm.
but some aircraft pilot turned car mechanic in Watertown, Mass, had acquired this car and restored it as complete as he could, and then took it a little bit. It will prevent itself from crashing, and if it does crash, it will prevent you from dying so much better than any other car I know of.
Mm-hmm. Did they ever use this as a rally car?
Absolutely. The Saab 99 was Saab's last venture into rallying, actually.
Oh, okay.
The 900 and the 9000 were never rally cars. 9000, for obvious reasons, it's a luxury car.
Mm-hmm.
The 900 was basically a continuing evolution of the 99. But they never used the 900 as a rally car. The 99 absolutely was used as a rally car and was very successful as a rally car.
Mm-hmm.
But sometime in the 80s, Saab decided that rallying was just too expensive and ceased to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's too bad, really. Saab's got very, very good at rallying, especially at Monte Carlo. Yeah, the 99 Turbo especially just kind of galvanized this sense that Saab was more than just a company. It was more than just a car. It was almost a way of life. It was a way of driving and a certain way of doing things.
Yeah. Really
the 900 awesome. Maintained that, but what happened was, arguably, the quote-unquote Saab movement got too big.
Mm-hmm.
And that happens with any quote-unquote movement.
Yeah.
When you describe a phenomenon and it has so many followers, it's going to get corrupted because you have so many followers with varying opinions. They're just going to change the movement, quote-unquote.
Mm-hmm.
So that happened with the 99. The 99 has very good memories with Saab loyalists because it was a niche car that proved its worth. The 900 was a car that proved its worth, but it wasn't a niche car. It was actually a general, everyday consumer's car. It was a car that you would actively consider versus having to actually do your research, discover, and maybe fall in love with.
Mm-hmm.
And the 900 and the 9000, they were general consumers' cars as opposed to, a lot of people didn't have the opportunity to feel special because they found a Saab. They just they heard of it instead of finding it for themselves. And
mm-hmm.
that's not necessarily a bad thing. 900s and 9000s are great cars. And arguably so are 93s and 95s. They're good cars too. But the 99 holds a special place in many Saab enthusiast hearts,
mm-hmm.
simply because of just how special it seemed to them. The other thing about the Saab 99 is that for a period of time in the late 70s and early 80s, at least in the U.S., the 99 was the only car Saab sold. You got a Saab, this was it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the 80s, they were still manufacturing the 95 and the 96 in Europe. But in the US, in the 70s and the early 80s, in the late 70s and early 80s, this was all you could get. The 900 had just come out, so it was tricky to find if you wanted one. Plus, you should never buy the first version of a car. You should always wait for the next couple model years to see what kind of problems arise. But the 96 and the 95 had already been discontinued. So if you wanted a Saab, this is what you got.
This is awesome. So these are really rare nowadays, right? Like,
they're certainly not common. Absolutely not. They're out there. There are more than just. It's not like the Mercedes 300 SL, the one with the gull-wing doors.
Oh yeah, that one's like millions of dollars.
Right.
Now.
It's not like when you see that you've just witnessed. It's not like seeing a holy grail. These things. This is more along the lines of finding a gold nugget in a dirt field. It's valuable. It's cool, but it's not the penultimate.
It captured a sort of very specific following, like very.
Yeah, it captured a group of people who were smart. They were wealthy, to a certain degree. They were upper middle class. This is an upper middle class driver's car, circa 1978.
Yeah.
This car would be driven by somebody who worked as an executive at, say, an architecture firm, a design firm, an advertising firm, maybe a law office or a bank. This is absolutely an upper middle class car, but it's not an upper class car like a Mercedes or a Rolls-Royce or a Bentley, nor is it a more working class car like a Ford F-150 or whatever was the cheapest car you could buy.
The Toyotas back then.
Yeah, like a Toyota Corolla, circa 1980. So this car existed for a range of people who sat right in the middle. They wanted to dump all their money into a really nice car, but this was as nice as they could get. And while it is a nice car, it's no Rolls-Royce. Saab made up for that a little bit by giving it a turbocharger and adding a bit of a racing feel to it. So.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention the fog lights. The fog lights were also added by that guy in Watertown.
Yeah. I think you said that just now.
Yeah. Saabs definitely didn't come with fog lights, nor did many cars in the 70s.
Yeah.
So Jeremy's asked me to start the car.
Yeah.
Are you filming him?
Yes, I am, because that's what.
Sean, you're gonna be on YouTube, just to let you know.
Does that bother you?
No.
Okay. Oh. A strong smell of gasoline.
Yeah. It's a fuel-injected system, but it was an early fuel-injected system. They hadn't quite gotten it right. And there was a very, very rudimentary fuel injection computer that's actually underneath the passenger seat, but it's not anything like those other two cars, which have much more sophisticated systems.
Yeah. This is awesome.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, it's very neat. Well, thank you for showing me.
You gonna kill the video?
Yeah, I'm gonna kill the video. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like down below. Leave all sorts of comments down below if you'd like to. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace out.